What's up, bro?
What's good, man?
We might gotta speak up a little bit because we ain't got like a microphone to it. But
alright, for sure.
How you been, man? How you been?
I've been good, man. You know, raising a little one.
For sure, for sure.
It's been a task, but just on that grind, same.
For sure.
Same as you, man. How you been?
Chilling, man. Working.
Working your ass off.
Trying to get it, man.
I understand, man.
So, but look, man. A lot of people know our face, but they don't know much about us because we be working. We don't be outside. We don't be at events like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people come up to us and all that stuff, but they don't know who we are. They know who Honeygoo is. And when they think of Honeygoo, they think of Brandon and Cam. So, introduce yourself to people who don't know who you are.
You know, my name is Brandon. As y'all know, I got into the cannabis game. Shit.
Well, before we get into that, just tell us where you from.
Shit.
Where you from? We're gonna get into all that for sure.
I'm from Antioch, you know. Shit, Nashville native, damn near. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Played football through high school. You know, I'm just a cannabis enthusiast. You know.
He's also a Cowboys fan, y'all.
Not a Cowboys fan no more. You know, they traded my boy Zeke away. That shit pissed me off. I'm a CJ Stroud fan now. Them Texans kicking ass, yo. I'll just wait.
Nah, for sure, man. So, before we get to the cannabis stuff like that, because we got plenty of time to talk about that. So, say you from Antioch.
Yeah.
Where'd you go to high school at?
I went to Antioch.
Antioch High School, and you say you played football. So, did you play high school football through your senior year, or did you stop your junior year?
No. I played through my senior. I played freshman through senior year, man. We was ass as shit though.
For real.
Yeah. We was getting our ass kicked.
I heard they got a new coach. They're doing good now.
They doing good now. You know, much props to Antioch now, but you know, before then we had a different head coach every year of my football experience. You know, it was a tragic experience, but it taught a lot of character.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of discipline and shit.
A lot of discipline. You know, you get to see different viewpoints, but at the end of the day, we was an ass football team.
For real.
Yeah.
So I know how it is with every athlete. Everybody think they finna go play college, whether it's D1, D2, D3, wherever you think you're going. What was your mindset just graduating high school? You like, all right, I'm finna go play ball at the college, or I gotta get some money. Like, what's your mindset after graduating?
My mindset, I wasn't looking, at too many colleges playing, football wise. I probably looked at, one or two, but football, I was kind of like, all right, after high school, it's over with.
Yeah.
I kind of looked at just, getting my degree and just getting, through my education, getting out the door, getting into, business aspect,
right.
Entrepreneurship. But as far as football wise, it was fun. I still got, love for the game. That's why I watch it so actively. But, yeah.
I like you said that entrepreneurship. But before I get into that, if your high school team was good, do you think your mindset would have been different? You think so? Like maybe if y'all was like an Ainsworth type team?
Definitely, because when you think about it, in high school football, you have a weight program.
Right.
And when you're switching out weight programs every year, it's inconsistent.
Right.
You need a consistent weight program. That's how you get guys, you put that muscle on, you get in shape, you're doing tour days, but at Antioch, then and there, we wasn't doing that.
For real? Yeah, just thugging it.
It was thugging it, we had our 6 a.m.s, you come in, do your workouts, but other than that, it wasn't preparing us for what we need to be.
Got you. So, you said, no more football, gonna do this business.
For sure.
Business. So, there's all types of business, you got stocks, you got actually open up a business, all types of business. Where was your mindset like, damn, this is where I wanna go with my entrepreneurship? Like, fresh out of high school, going into college.
I felt as if, I needed to find my passion.
Right.
My passion at the time was really poetry. I was writing poems, but then I saw that it wasn't no money in poems.
Right.
So I quit doing that and found my second passion. That was cannabis. I became very passionate in cannabis to a point that I wanted to sell, but I wanted to do it a legal way.
Right.
I wanted to do it to where it's a tax write-off. So I started dealing in CBD and hemp.
Right. Okay. That's beautiful because like the main reason why I asked him to do Gooh, this cannabis venture, because I knew he had like that business mindset, like that entrepreneur mindset. A lot of people our age who they're not ready to take those steps to start a business, stuff like that, which is cool. We only in our mid-20s, you know what I'm saying? We're young. Nobody ain't trying to think about like, you know, taxes and like you said, you're talking about write-offs and stuff like that. Nobody's thinking about that. We're young, you feel me? But
especially the space that Tennessee's in right now. A lot of people don't know, but it's a lot of room for, you know, entrepreneurs like ourselves.
Right.
You know, you don't have to keep flipping a sack to, you know, make profit. You can actually go and get a legitimate business and flip your sack under, you know, a LLC and gain profit and have a tax write-off.
Right.
And be legal. You don't have to worry about cops. You don't got to worry about the feds. You don't got to worry about all the other bullshit that comes with it. You actually, you know, have a legitimate business that you could sell your cannabis on.
Right. And this is no knock to the, you know, the brown sack man out there, but you know, it's just, I feel like for our people, when I say our people, I mean black people, it's time, we gotta change, man, because think about it, we've lost so many people to marijuana, whether that's death, incarceration, killed over cannabis, all types of stuff, man. So
all over this plant that's grown legally throughout the states.
It's something like this right here, you know, and it's really sad. But thing is, though, this industry is 2% African American. You know what I'm saying? So, and you can do the numbers with everybody else. You already know. So, for our people, this industry is welcoming. It's for you. You know what I'm saying? They have programs like social equity, minority programs. It's here for you to succeed. So, why stick to Tennessee and not go to like a California or like a Oregon? You know,
states like California and Oregon, it's already there. You know, they already got a system in place. You're gonna have tax. You're gonna be taxed to the point where you're not making as much profit as you can here in Tennessee. Oregon, you have, you know, their state tax. Then you got the federal tax, and it's to the point where dispensaries and growers aren't making enough capital through their businesses. So they often branch to states like Tennessee and get ahead of the wave before it starts here. Right. That's why we're trying to spread that good faith to the people that's Tennessee native, so where they could go ahead and get a head start on, you know, getting their, you know, cannabis license, or, you know, getting a good foothold in this before, you know, it spring off. Because right now, to be honest, it's a gold rush in Tennessee. It's a gold rush for cannabis, and it's a good space.
Right, it's good. It's the next. They say Nashville is the white Atlanta.
Yes,
that's what they say,
and it is, and it technically it doesn't have to just be the white Atlanta.
Right.
You know,
why can't it just be, you know,
its own Nashville.
Yeah, its own Nashville.
Its own Nashville.
I like that. I like that. But with the cannabis, so far as like you know, CBD, Delta 8, we both gotten slack, you know, from people who came up to our vendors, people who DM us all the time. You know, it's just really all about educating people, not taking it as not taking it as like you trying to offend us or anything. We just trying to, like, we gotta educate y'all. You know what I'm saying? And just tell y'all this is what we're doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And we could take some fault at that too.
For sure,
well,
of course we can.
The stigma around Delta 8 and, you know, CBD has just always been negative.
Right.
We primarily wasn't just in Delta 8 and CBD.
Right.
We was trying to just, you know, stay in the, you know, right terms.
Yeah.
We try to use the right terms, and promoting it as kind of like Delta 8. It kind of just had a negative stigma. But no, we have cannabis. We have marijuana, what you want. It's regulated for marijuana under the state hemp law, that 0.3%. But it is marijuana that's coming, strictly from the motherland.
Coming from, where you want to get your bud from,
Exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, CBD and Delta 8 has this thing to it. But, I can't fault nobody but ourselves, because, you got to educate our viewers.
Yeah, definitely got to educate them, man. A lot of people just don't know.
Right.
They hear, Delta 8, CBD, Delta 10, HHC. They hear all these different terms, and they typically don't know.
Right.
So, we try to educate people on the different terms and, what helps with this effect. And, we try to guide people to what they need.
Right.
And, they kind of get lost in translation.
So, all right, so born and raised in Nashville, what have you seen as changed from when you was a kid to just seeing Nashville now? So far as like just everything, business is booming, and what about that has inspired you to want to take that next step for your own personal development?
Seeing the growth in Nashville alone, I mean, Nashville used to have fucking nothing, like literally nothing. And it's just seeing how it's booming. You got for franchise example, you got fucking Whataburger in Nashville now.
Right.
You got Raising Cane's in Nashville now. That's letting you know that franchises looking at Nashville like, hey, this is a growing city, and it should let a lot of people know. And you're in real estate, so you should know yourself. I mean, contracting, personal development. Right. You're seeing it yourself. The growth in Nashville is tremendous.
It's huge.
It is
huge.
How would you explain that to the viewers? The growth in Nashville.
It's growing, man. Like I always try to tell people. I think people think that I post on like my private story, like all my close friends, just try to inspire people to like, hey, go do this, because there's certain stuff that y'all don't see because y'all not in the industry that I'm in, that I see on a daily, such as like we getting MLB teams, you know what I'm saying? Talking about like we getting Olympics soon, new stadiums, everything that everyone knows, of course, but it's just so much that is coming to the city, and you can be a part of this and make money from it, generational money. And this don't mean generational like you have to do real estate. I mean, just whatever it is, get a niche and find that niche, and you can make some money for real and be a part of it. I mean, you got to think like, I know people don't, this is very touchy right here, but people don't like Trump, right? Not a fan of Trump at all, but he got his money in New York, just how Nashville is booming right now. So New York is doing what Nashville doing right now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's how he got his bread up. He jumped into that booming period. So if y'all or whoever's watching and you live in Nashville, Tennessee, or you moved to Nashville, this is the time right here. It's not no time to be waiting to it boom. You know what I'm saying? Because you see everybody, they move to like California, they move to all these places, these different states, but where they always end up in 3 to 4 months, they end up right back here because the city is already developed. They not looking for no more growth. They looking for creative ways the people that already have fucking brought in it. You get what I'm saying? So
why you get a game? Let people know, a little bit some of the stuff. You asked about me.
Right.
What about you? Where you from?
Yeah. Okay. For those who don't know who I am, my name is Cam. You feel me? I'm from Antioch as well. Right by Bell Road, all that. That's me. I love Antioch. Antioch till I die, man. You know what I'm saying? But from Antioch, went to Hillsborough High School, and from there I went to Watkins College of the Art. The school got shut down, got bought out by Belmont, which sucked.
Tragic.
Very tragic. Which sucked, but it was a blessing in disguise because I ended up at MTSU, and then that's when we actually started. We were roommates, and we started our business ventures. And from there, dealing in the film and a little bit of the arts and all that, and then found my way in cannabis and real estate to where what I'm doing to this day, primarily making most of my income from. So that's a little small.
The small taste of what he's doing.
Right.
Let people know a little bit more on the real estate. Because you're more of a, I would say myself, you're more of a damn near of a guru. You're just very intellect in what you're doing. You're very successful in what you're doing as well.
Right.
Just let people know about what you're doing contracting wise around Nashville.
Yeah.
Some of your project.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's mostly just what we do is we build for other people and build for ourselves. For example, like if your mom or your grandmother, anybody has some land and it's just been sitting there, she don't know what to do with it. So it could be like a house just sitting there or just empty land. She don't know what to do with it, right? So what she gonna do is she gonna call me, or she gonna call Blue Chip. That's what she gonna call, and she gonna say, "Hey, I got this property. I don't know what to do with it." What we gonna do is we're gonna say, "You want to build on it, or if not, you want to sell it to us, and we're gonna figure out a way what we can do with this where it's gonna be beneficial to you and us." You feel me? Both of us gonna leave with.
You're gonna find a way to get that land or property off.
Right. Regardless, so it's not just gonna be sitting there if you gonna mess with us. You know what I'm saying? So, say we can build on it, and get it zoned for the right zoning where we can put like a 2 build or a single build, just whatever makes sense, and that's what we're here for. We're gonna build it from the ground up and charge you a fee to build it, and then you sell it, get your money. Now the lot just not sitting there. You're not confused anymore. You know what I'm saying? So we do that. We build new constructions, man. That's really all we do. We develop. We got some commercial properties. We're all over Nashville with it. You know what I'm saying?
They own Nashville like a wildfire. They growing.
Yeah, man. Nah. But we for a majority of North Nashville, we got about we built at least 80 new constructions in North Nashville. So, and that's more than a handful. So,
that's great. That's
proud to say that. But my thing is though, is just it's important as a black person because black people never touched that type of money before. You know what I'm saying? That's in real estate, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing, especially when it's an industry that's not as dominant for black people. It's mostly just white builders. That's what you think of white people.
Yeah, you mostly see those real estate picket signs in people's yards.
Right.
They got that same face every time.
Right. So yeah, man, just new developments. We do it all, man. But we don't do rehabs. Now, a rehab will be like a house that looked like it just got hit by a tornado, and we trying to bring it back to life.
Right.
Like we'll do a rehab if it makes sense. If the condition is not bad, but if it's in good, decent condition, then we're gonna rehab it. Like the one we did in Green Hills, that was a rehab. It was in good condition. You know what I'm saying? But typically stay away from those because the subs they don't really like to come out because it's not just a fresh start. It's like just putting the puzzle back together. Yeah. That's all it is. But that's a little bit of our real estate, man. So yeah.
What's up, man? I just had to let the people know a little bit something about yourself.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Because you really out here doing it.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Just trying to get it, man. That's it. Not trying to. Getting it. There we go.
Yeah. We try to stop saying trying.
Right.
Trying is a big, no, in our vocabulary. We're getting it. We're doing it.
Right. So enough on the real estate part. We can get into that more episodes. Bring some real estate guys up here, and but let's get back to this cannabis, man.
For sure.
What made you, when I approached you with the idea of Honey Gooh, what made you be like, this the one, you know what I'm saying? Instead of being like, nah, I'm gonna start my own business, or nah, I'm gonna do my own thing and maybe work for a corporate, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What made you go that route?
When you asked me, I was already, selling at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, you brought a business proposition that was just perfect. It was my passion at the time. it was something that I was doing for, you know, a side hustle for a little extra income.
Right.
And I thought, you know, why not? Why not do this? Do it this way. Do it the right legal way.
Right.
Why not do it to where I could grow to, you know, eventually have my own dispensary spot, have my own, you know, brick and mortar.
Right.
You know, so we started with the retail space, and we seen some success there, and then we seen going state to state. You know, we seen some.
I mean, talking about like Miami, Alabama, shit.
You know, just around Nashville.
Everywhere in Nashville.
And then you actually was able to, you know, branch out to all the way to San Francisco.
San Fran, yes. Shout out about that. We doing some shit at Honeydew, man.
Yeah. San Fran, you know, I want to get your insight on that, you know.
Yeah, man.
How that was.
Man, so it was crazy because like it was during the time where I went on vacation to San Francisco to the Blue Note Jazz Festival. It's around that time, and a lot of guys always hit us up and always email us talking about, hey, you know, let's collab, but a lot of it just be like they don't follow up with us. You know, especially in Nashville, it's been a lot of people meet up with us, build it up, then don't follow. You know what I'm saying? It gets to the point where I don't even mention it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because they don't.
A lot of people shaky.
A lot of people shaky, man. They don't really. It kind of sound good to them in their head, but when it gets to business time, they're not ready to.
They're not about their business for real.
They're not ready to execute. But this man right here, he was about it, man. He was like, hey, I got this little market in San Fran. I like y'all product. I tried it through a friend. I'm like, you know, I wanted to ask him, like, who's your friend? You know what I'm saying? But, you know, people buy from my site all the time and all that. I always get confused that, you know, we are a small business, but I always get that a little mixed up. But he was like, man, I love y'all brand, love y'all logo, y'all image. This is like what the Bay Area is needing right now. And in my head, you know, I'm like, damn, like the Bay Area needing this right here. You know, y'all already got.
Yeah, the Bay Area shit.
It's the Bay Area. You know what I'm saying? Right. So sent them a couple of packs, you know, and you know, tried some different strains, and he liked it, man. And then he was like, hey, let's get a deal going, and you know, that's how we ended up in a small gas station in San Francisco.
Yeah.
So it's nothing like in a dispensary, but it's like in a little like a bodega type almost. You know what I'm saying? So
nice little in and out shop where you come in, you see some Honeydew.
Right, you see some Honeydew in there.
San
Fran, we in the Bay Area with it, man. Honeydew's in the Bay Area. So and it's crazy because we were able to get into the Bay Area before we were to even get in our own city, which is Nashville.
Yeah. So that just lets you know that it's still a very conservative town. A lot of people, they see cannabis and they're like, oh man, nah, we can't do that. Right. It's still legal, but when you break it down to them, you let them know, then you kind of educate them on, you know, what's legal and what's not legal.
Right.
And that's what we're trying to do in Honeydew, and that's what we're trying to do in Nashville. We just so happen to get, you know, a nice hookup in San Fran. Right.
And I mean, I don't want to publicize the deal information, but we're totally getting beat on the deal.
Oh.
Like, I'm just going to say that right now. And I told him, you know, I was like, hey man, I know you beat me on the deal, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, it's cool though, because, you know,
build those partnerships.
We got to build those relationships long term. And for me, it's not about the money. It's not, because cannabis, it's really hard to bank money on cannabis, especially when you start getting to a business level. But, you know, I'm all about building relationships with partners. You know, let's see how this goes. You got me on this deal, but the next deal we're going to do, we're going to see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? And that's just like my mindset with it. You know, really hadn't really made anything from
gotta know how to
cannabis. You know, it's just more about like just networking and, you know, finding where, you know, just figuring it out, man. That's all it is with business. So, yeah.
Gotta know how to work your leverage, definitely.
Right, most definitely. That does not mean let people fool you on deals, okay? Because he's not fooling me. It's just you gotta get on, man. You gotta get on.
Yeah,
that's
definitely
it. Most definitely. And, actually, it was doing good down there, you know. So that's that, man. But so far as like the future of cannabis, and then we'll go to the future of honeydew. Where do you see cannabis in the next 5 years in Tennessee? Where would you like to see it? Cause
in the next 5 years in Tennessee, I definitely feel like it's going to be legal. But with it being legal, it's going to be regulated.
Right.
But they're definitely going to try to regulate it first. And once they try to regulate it, I feel like it's definitely going to open up the black market a little bit more. A lot of people's going to go back to the street vendors. But once they see that, okay, we're losing half the money that we did before we legalized it, they're going to go back to, opening up, some of those licenses.
Right.
I feel like Tennessee is going to go the route where they're going to license only a certain couple of dispensaries, vendors. And when they do that, that's when they open up the black market.
Right.
And that's what they don't want to do.
Right.
But I do have good faith in Tennessee.
Okay.
I feel like the marijuana or the cannabis business will boom.
Right.
Because Tennessee is going to be one of those states where it's going to legalize. It's going to be another southern state that's going to legalize. And I feel like they're going to go full recreational.
Right.
Before they go medicinal. And that's going to be big.
Yeah, it's going to be huge. Do you why do you think that? I know you touched on it earlier, like we're a conservative state, but if you have to dive a little bit deeper, why do you think that we are taking the longest? But you look at surrounding states such as Arkansas, Kentucky, I even think Virginia might be it might be medicinal. I don't know about recreational, but the surrounding states around us are all legal.
Legal.
Why do you think we're so last and behind, but we're so quick with our gun laws and stuff like that?
It's about money.
Money, that's all it is.
Once they figure out how they can make money from it, then it makes sense to them. Okay. With gun laws is pretty much open and shut. Tennessee is very conservative,
right?
So guns is going to be a question to them.
Yeah.
But when it comes to cannabis, they've made so much money through the prison system off of it, penalizing people like us.
Like us.
They get money through the prisons, through that. But once they see that it's becoming federally decriminalized, okay, that's not gonna work no more.
Okay.
We might not make the same amount of money as off of this inmate as the other.
Right.
So they try to find other avenues where they can make more money, and that's gonna be through tax. They're gonna try to find a way to tax cannabis, and once they do that, then you're gonna see, hey, we got cannabis in Tennessee. We got legalized cannabis in Tennessee. You see it now. You see it now through hemp. You see it through food. You see like places like Buzz and Brews. But yeah, I see cannabis. Once Tennessee find a way to regularize and find a way to make money off of it, this is going to be very prosperous in Tennessee.
Most definitely, yeah. I'm excited for that day. I'm excited, and then I'm kind of not excited because I feel like the train will get even thicker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I feel like people gonna ruin it to some point, but at the same time, it's gonna.
That's when you're gonna have, like I said, the gold rush in Tennessee. You're gonna have your people from the West Coast, other business avenues start migrating to Tennessee. Right. You can see other dispensaries opening up, and it's gonna make it thin for the natives.
Right.
That's here now, so you definitely got to try to spread a word of, hey, if you got a couple of capital that you want to invest into the cannabis game, do it now. Do it now.
Do it right now, because you gotta look at it when states become legal. Like, you already know the first person who's gonna put their shop down there.
Yeah.
Cookies. Cookies. He did it in Arkansas. He did it in. Doing it everywhere. As soon as they become legal, man, that just goes back to what he said. Especially if you're native in Nashville, get into the industry, whatever you're trying to get in right now, because, like he said, these people from out of state, out of town, West Coast, they all gonna come to Nashville, man.
They're gonna migrate.
They're coming.
Sure.
They're
Definitely,
coming
because it's a revenue source. They can see. They're gonna see. It is. So a whole other market, a whole other clientele, to the point where it's gotta get in there.
Definitely. So, what do you think the key to success is on for a cannabis business? What is the key to have a successful business and working with business partners too? Because me and Brandon did have 2 people with us before. Some of you may know. But what's the key to just getting along together, working together, having the same ideas, having the same mindset, you know what I'm saying? Just for you to be able to click with somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Just everybody gotta be, on one accord. You gotta be able to make sacrifices to do, what's truly your passion.
Right.
Now, for some other people, it might not be their passion. And I don't fault them for that.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not your passion, then you don't gotta be a part.
Right.
But for people who it is who love this cannabis game, who want to be a part of, you just got to make sure that whoever you're working with, y'all on the same page.
Right.
Make sure that the slack, if it is any slack, is it's understandable.
Right.
Right. It got to make sense. But other than that, whoever you're working with, you should already be in good faith with.
Right.
You should know who you're working with. Definitely trying to fit my words wisely here, but definitely should be in good faith with who you're working with. As I said, that's all.
Yeah, for sure. Just just tagging along with that. Just pick your partners wisely, and you know what I'm saying. If things don't get along, let's come to an understanding. Like, okay, we did this wrong. Cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's something's not for everybody. And you can't really fault nobody.
Right.
Because that's not.
You can't force nobody to do something they don't want to do.
Right.
They don't truly want to do.
And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's fine. I always look at it like this, and I'm a victim because like somebody called me out, not in a bad way, just a critique. They like, hey man, I feel like you pushing this real estate stuff on people, right? Mm-hmm. But in my head, I'm like, damn, I see something that's generational wealth that can change people's lives. You know what I'm saying?
Help somebody.
That don't require a degree, don't require a doctorate, no type of community college, only like 2-week course in real estate school, or get your contractor's license like 2-3 days. But that was the reason I was pushing that, you know what I'm saying? But then I sat back and analyzed it, like, okay, I get what you mean, They like, don't push it on people like that, because not everybody want to do that. And I get that, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't see doctors telling everybody to, hey, you need to be a fucking doctor. We make $220,000 a year, you know what I'm saying? But I get that. I get both sides, so I kind of settled down a little bit. And
but nobody could fault you for trying to
help.
Trying to help.
Right.
Nobody can fault you for trying to, looking out for the next man.
Right.
And that's why I feel like in our culture, we kind of get lost in.
Right.
We don't got enough of that in.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't look out for the next man. It's kind of like I'm on my own tunnel vision.
Right.
Once I get that success, then I'm there.
Yeah, I'm going with the white folks.
I'm on top of the mountain, and
right.
nobody else could get there with me.
Right.
But it's technically not like that,
Yeah.
Once I get there, I feel like I spread the wealth.
That's it. You gotta watch it, man. You can't just really just get comfortable. That's just on anybody. You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
God forbid that happens, but my whole message with it is I want it to get passed down to our peoples, man, because I don't like seeing our people on the news. We glorifying this shit that don't need to be glorified, man. Like it's a different way, man, and just stuff like getting into the cannabis industry. You know what I'm saying? If you talking about smoking and stuff, man, so how you gonna make some money smoking? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit like that, man.
Yeah. That's when you gotta move a certain way. You gotta move way smarter than your average street hustler.
That's it.
Your average,
That's it.
Your average entrepreneur. you gotta apply yourself to different aspects of different things.
Right.
And moving in the cannabis game, you definitely learn that.
Gotta move.
Yeah.
Gotta move.
Definitely learn that.
Yeah, man. It's like it's different. You wouldn't think that we sell cannabis. You know what I'm saying? If you like look based off our Instagram, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't see us fumbling with the weed, with the flash on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't see us do that often. You know, I'm a very low key individual.
Yeah, he real low key.
You know, Cam about his business on his real estate side.
Yeah. But it's if you just bumped into it, like, oh, you in cannabis, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you gotta be low key, man. You can't. People out here, man, you got vultures out here. You got people watching every second, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this nigga was out one day and then somebody knew him just from just off of pictures. Like they wasn't finna do nothing, but it's just another mindset. Like, watch what you do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. People watch everything, man. You gotta
be mindful.
You gotta be mindful, man.
And definitely be mindful of the energy that you put out.
Most definitely,
because it definitely will come back.
Come right back to you. It's gonna come right back to you, man. So what do you think? Just going on, man. Because like I said, I'm all about just trying to help everybody. You know what I'm saying? And some people like they said, you just can't get no sense into them. You know what I'm saying? Some people just gotta go. They just gotta go. You know?
Yeah. Some people,
What do you think has to change with our people in order for us to have like a mindset to where like, hey, let's not do this. Let's do this. Or hey, let's actually open up a line of credit. Let's actually open up like a business. You know what I'm saying? And this not knocking nobody who's doing it. So just clarifying this, who's doesn't have a line of credit or whatever it is, because we aren't taught those things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We don't learn this till like we out of high school. These white people, they know this shit when they middle school, high school. They know how to balance a checkbook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What do we got to do for our people so they can have the same mindset where me and you think, like, hey, let's get this money. We selling weed right now, but let's do it the right way.
Do it the right way.
Right.
They gotta have the ability to trust and learn.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, it's hard for people to trust and learn at the same time. Mm-hmm. They can't trust the knowledge that the individual is passing down to them, and then once they don't trust them, they don't want to hear anything else that come out their mouth.
Right.
And then they gotta be able to learn whatever this knowledge that they're passing down.
Most definitely.
That they're getting and receiving at the time. Mm-hmm. But it's definitely for our people. It's hard because everybody's prideful.
Yeah.
They feel like what they're doing is right.
Right.
And you can't fault them, like I said. What the next man's hustle is, you
can't knock it.
Can't knock it.
Yeah.
Can't knock it at all. Right. You just try to help the people who do.
Right.
Listen.
Who do want to gains.
Yeah, who do want to gain so much.
Yeah.
So just hope that those people find their way. Hope that they're successful in whatever they're doing.
Right. And it works out for them. That's what we want everybody to win, man.
Want everybody to win at the end of the day.
That's it.
So
that's it, man.
And you want the people that who listen to these, you want them to win too.
Yeah, everybody.
So, at the end of the day, it's a win-win.
Win-win, man. We just want our people to win. We want our people to it's out here, man. We gotta get it, man. It's out here, man.
So it's money out here for everybody.
Hustling, if you selling clothes, you doing whatever it is, you trying to get to it, bro. Like, get it, bro. Just go get it.
Definitely. Put your best foot forward.
Best foot forward.
In that shit, man.
Who do you think? Who's one of your inspirations, man? Like that inspired you through? Man, I see him do this. I can do this.
My inspiration. It's hard because I feel like inspirations change over time.
Right.
Somebody might inspire you to do this. Somebody might inspire you to do that. One person that inspired me to do this cannabis industry was Burner.
Godfather.
Yeah, the Godfather.
Yo, hope y'all enjoying the video so far. This video is sponsored by yours truly, Gooh. honeygoo.com for your best cannabis needs. Talk to them.
Some of the best bud in, Tennessee, and we also provide some of the safest, man. Come get some Honeygoo, man. We got various strains, and we are a constant growing brand in Tennessee.
Shop at Honeygoo. Thank you for watching. Back to the video.
Seeing him do this, but just in life in general, I got a great mentor in my brother.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, he's a great mentor. He's taught me a lot of game in my journey and what I'm doing now.
Right.
He has found much success in what he's doing up in DC, and just listening to the game from him and just watching the game of Burner and trying to apply it to what I'm doing now.
What does your brother do in DC?
He runs various like hookah lounges around DC. Very prosperous in what he's doing. In various clubs like around DC, he's known. Yeah. But yeah.
So that entrepreneur is in your blood.
Yeah, the entrepreneurship is in my blood. Through my mother, through my sister. It's just
there.
Yeah. And that comes from just athletes, just finding a different avenue from the game.
Right.
Because everybody in my family is an athlete. From my sister to my brother, everybody they found a different passion other than the game.
Yeah. Speak up a little bit too. You good?
You
good. So that's another thing right there. So your whole family seemed like they found success from being former athletes to becoming entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? And people always get success confused with like richness or whatever it is. Success is success, however you interpret it.
Right.
Your whole family's found success. Y'all used to be athletes. What is your message to people who are athletes and don't know what to do because they've been playing football since since Una days or since Pop Warner? And they get to high school and realize, damn, there's some kids at IMG that will kill me. But I just rushed for 280 yards at Antioch High School.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
It just comes with a lot of people finding their own path of success.
Right.
Once they find, that the game is no longer for them, then they got to go on with, finding a different avenue of success. And that's when they find another passion. They find, a passion that's been with them since birth that they never knew about. That just comes with people finding themselves. Everybody got a different journey.
Right.
Everybody got a different path they go on. Some people, failed. I mean, not failed, but some people who used to be athletes end up being, the best doctors or the best chefs or
the best everything.
It depends. It just depends, what caused you at the time. But just with sports in general, it's usually 1%. Yeah. Like 1% is getting in. It's a small percentage. Yeah. When you think about the millions of people who's playing. So.
Yeah, it's real small. That's not to, don't get your hopes up or dreams up, but it's just keep that in mind, man.
Yeah, and even if you're in sports to this day, just grind hard.
Yeah, grind hard.
That 1%, that means grind harder. Hard. Because you see a lot of people like us that, we grind it, but you gotta grind hard.
Gotta grind hard. Yeah, I mean,
grind harder.
You gotta grind harder, man. It's just it look easy on TV because but it's only easy.
You see the product they practice. You see the performers, but they in the lab 24/7, like crafting their performance. You gotta make sure you're doing that.
Getting great, man. Get a little bit of us, you know what I'm saying, and we tend to have plenty guests on here, and we're gonna get it rolling, y'all.
This is episode 1, man. Be prepared to see a lot of this. And if you like what you're saying, man, be sure to like and comment and subscribe, man. Honeygoo, man.
Honeygoo, baby. That's us. We Honeygoo to Honeygoo. That's us with it, bro. But appreciate you, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Appreciate and I need y'all to. All his socials are gonna be in the bio.
Definitely, man.
Tap in with him, lock in with him, and he's up next, man. Just with everything. Once he get it, man, it's to the moon, baby. So,
to the moon, baby.
So appreciate y'all. Leave a like, subscribe, man, and we out.